What is up, people? Welcome back. Xpeng said they will deliver 15,000 vehicles in a single month during the fourth quarter of this year. The company announced massive Q2 earnings today with amazing Q3 guidance. They bet both EPS and revenue estimate, and now the stock is exploding. Okay, the stock has gained nearly 4% in the first 30 minutes of market opening. So today in this video, I'm gonna quickly touch the major highlights from Q2 earnings, and mostly in this video, I'm gonna cover the conference call that they held after announcing the Q2 earnings. Okay, before going on quickly, I'm not a financial advisor, so anything I say on this video should not be taken as financial advice. You have to do your own research before you invest. And if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. I use 3 trading apps to invest my money. That's Trading 212, Free Trade, and Stake. All the links are down in the description. If you sign up through those links, you could get free share worth up to hundreds of pounds. So make sure to check that out, guys. Okay, and as always, investing early is the way to become rich. Alright, so they delivered 17,398 vehicles in the second quarter of this year, which is amazing, 439% up from the same period last year and 30.4% up from the previous quarter. So the important number is definitely 30% from the previous quarter. The deliveries of P7 alone were 11,522 in the second quarter of this year, which is amazing. And let me tell you, people, Xpeng P7 model is one of the best selling EV model in China. Okay, I think only Tesla Model 3 is above its place. Among those P7s, 97% can support Xpilot 2.5 and Xpilot 3.0. That means almost every P7 sold were advanced ones. As of June 30, 2021, Xpeng's physical sales and service network consisted of a total of 200 stores and 64 service centers covering 74 cities. Expanding rapidly, as of June 30, 2021, Xpeng branded supercharging stations expanded to 231 covering 65 cities. And here comes the most important one. Total revenues were $582.5 million for the second quarter of 2021, representing increase of 536.7% from the previous year same period, and increase of 27.5% from the first quarter. Okay, again, important figure is the 27.5% from the previous quarter. So $555 million of the total revenue was from vehicle sales. Xpeng also managed to increase their gross margin in second quarter, which is 11.9% compared to 11.2% for the first quarter of this year. I think NIO failed to beat their gross margin and vehicle margin in this quarter. So their vehicle margin is 11% compared to 10.1% from the previous quarter. And currently, Xpeng has cash equivalent of $5.091 billion. Okay, so just over $5 billion. Okay, so for the third quarter, Xpeng expects to deliver about 22,000 vehicles in the third quarter and generate sales of about $756 million, better than the $658 million that analysts are projecting. Xpeng is making cars out of one plant which is operating near its capacity, which is definitely the plant in Xpeng. The company is planning to double capacity at that plant by early 2022. So to summarize on that, Xpeng had amazing second quarter with very strong financial results. According to Seeking Alpha, they bet the revenue estimate by $66.95 million, which is crazy. Okay, and more importantly, their guidance for the next quarter, which is Q3 2021, 22,000 vehicle deliveries. In my opinion, I think they will definitely beat that number, and they're being very conservative on that. They have been beating their own guidance, I think since last few quarters. So I'm expecting Xpeng to deliver more. To reach that number, they will have to deliver about 7,300 vehicles every month. So let's hope they will beat that number. Now let's look into the company's conference call they held after announcing the Q2 results, and this is where amazing figures are promised. Okay, so you can see here's what you need to know from Xpeng's second quarter earnings call. Xpeng Motors held an investor call Thursday after announcing its second quarter financial report, revealing some of the company's plans for the coming years. Xpeng plan to launch at least 2 to 3 new models per year starting in 2023, and they will support both the Chinese and international markets, whether it's hardware, software, or services. Xpeng will also expand the price range it targets in China from 150,000 yuan to 300,000 yuan to 150,000 to 400,000 yuan, enabling advanced smart electric vehicles to reach a wider customer base. The company will continue to ramp up its R&D team as more model development is initiated and key technology innovations are accelerated. By the end of the second quarter of 2021, Xpeng's R&D team had exceeded 3,000 people, an increase of about 50% from the start of this year, and the team will exceed 4,500 people by the end of 2021. Xpeng will significantly increase its R&D staff in software, hardware, big data and mapping for global-facing autonomous driving, and expects to have a total of more than 1,500 people in its software and hardware and supporting infrastructure teams for autonomous driving by the end of 2021. Xpeng's plan is to complete its basic layout in overseas markets in 2020 to 2022 and accelerate its expansion in overseas market with Xpilot 4.0 enabled models starting in 2023. He also mentioned that there will be more than 500 Xpeng branded supercharging stations by the end of the year. As of June 30, the number of Xpeng branded supercharging stations reached 231, covering 65 cities. As the Xpeng factory further releases capacity, Xpeng is expected to reach 15,000 units delivered in a single month in the fourth quarter. This is crazy, okay? The second phase of Xpeng plant's expansion project also officially started on August 18 and is expected to be able to increase its designed capacity from the existing 100,000 units per year to more than 200,000 units per year within the first half of next year. That is super fast. Regarding the chip shortage, Xpeng will take a series of measures including strategic agreements with chip makers by means of investment and joint procurement with the government. For the new car makers, including Xpeng, we enjoy high priorities from the chip makers. The demand for P5 is stronger than P7 and Xpeng has planned it more precisely to help improve delivery efficiency. Xpeng will target the higher priced market through differentiated products. Among Xpeng's sales channels, both its own and third-party channels will be available, with the former's percentage to be increased. Xpeng will continue to have stores in shopping malls, but the number of models on display will be limited, with more models will be displayed in larger integrated stores. So you saw it, 15,000 vehicles in a single month in the fourth quarter of this year. I was not expecting that and nobody was expecting that, I'm pretty sure. I never ever thought that Xpeng will deliver 15,000 vehicles in any single month in 2021, okay? That is absolutely unreal. But I'm very happy with that, okay, because I have invested in this company, okay, and now I can see that the stock has, lost most of the gain it made so far. The stock is trading, green, just about less than 1%. But let me say this, okay, as I mentioned earlier, there is a fury in the market ongoing with Fed's tapering. The only best solution to mitigate these, short-term fluctuations is hold, okay, long-term investment. Always go for long-term investment. Don't try to be trader, be clever. Don't try to time the market, because you will definitely lose money, okay. One more important point from the conference call: chip shortage. At no point Xpeng has mentioned their deliveries will be hampered by chip shortage. They said they have already set up strategic partnership with the chip makers. So after reading this article, I'm pretty confident that chip shortage is not going to hamper Xpeng. Like Neo mentioned that the deliveries will be a little bit hampered by the chip shortage, but here I see that Xpeng is pretty confident with their deliveries. And with that being said, it is now time to close the video. Thank you for watching till the very end, okay. If you like this video, consider subscribing to the channel. That will really help to grow this channel. Invest safely as always, and see you in the next video.